So today we're leaving the boat. And before I get into all of that, yes, I'm doing my hair because when I get stressed, I kind of do something weird like paint my nails all different color or do my hair. So you're getting me in the raw today. But with every good haul out, we're hauling the boat out, you have to look nice, right? I mean, you have to have the hair done, of course. So we're hauling out today and we're going to be putting the boat on the hard for a little bit of time. And we're gonna actually leave the boat. And I know it sounds so cryptic, but I can't tell you everything right now. As a result of that, we've got to do things to the boat that we have not done before when we've hauled out. And we're a little bit stressed and we have a very short time frame to do it, but luckily we have Avalon and Largo here to help us, and we're gonna hire a couple other people to kind of help us along through the process. So we're gonna take you guys with us. It might be a bit manic, okay? Cross your fingers, cross your toes, send your vibes out to the universe to help us get through this next stage. And then we'll share what's next. Will, you got to get more of this side. You're too tight there. More of this side.
Throw it.
Oh, shit.
It's starting to lift us. We're out of the water. We're out of the water right now.
We're out of the water. Can you feel it? It looks pretty dirty under there.
It's really weird. Oh my god.
Because I wasn't on it last time it went out. Were you?
No, they had us get off.
How'd you get off?
I think.
It's kind of.
I don't remember.
Buy an air conditioner. We need to go ahead and clean out all the jerry cans, so the fuel and the water jerry cans.
How many things are on that list?
There's a lot.
Like 40?
There's a lot.
He sent me a list on notes called things to do in Puerto Peñasco, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have time to do fun things while we're here. I did research. What are the fun things that we can do while we're in Puerto Peñasco? And I open it, it's like a 500-word note of all of the stuff we have to fix on the boat.
Well, you and Largo can go pick up the tacos for lunch. How does that sound?
Can that be my job?
Largo's in like a state of shock right now.
Oh look, and you put stuff on here for the cleaning person?
I did, yeah.
It's an itemized list.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, Avalon, what are you doing over here?
I think I'm adding oil to the fuel filters. I think. This is oil. I think this is a fuel filter. I'm just doing what Dad told me.
They didn't teach you this in college?
They did not.
Your business classes?
No, my business classes did not teach me about fuel filters and engines.
I think you're doing the right thing. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Full disclosure, look at the mess. Largo, where are you?
Right here.
Largo's finishing off the gin.
What?
And what are you doing?
Packing.
You're packing. So
Complete mess.
it's a complete mess. All right.
I found a little present for you.
Uh-oh, hold on. No! You found a present for me, and if it is what I think it is, I'm going to be the happiest person alive.
It's a rotten apple.
Oh, well, I thought it was that ring that I lost.
I'm the happiest person alive right now.
You
Take that.
It was on your side. I don't know how long this has been here, but it's got like creatures growing on it at this point.
Gross. Sandra looks so scared. So here's the story with the ring. I gather rings wherever I travel in the world, and my favorite ring was bought years ago on an island. It's made out of a shell, and it was on the bed one day with a bunch of stuff that I was getting ready to put in a suitcase, and Will moved it all to do something with the engine, and it has disappeared. So I'm hoping we're gonna find it in cleaning out this mess. I really love it.
Here's a really interesting thing that I use to go ahead and trap all the oil underneath. These are adult diapers.
Is that all you use them for?
That's all I use them for. And they're pretty big, so I cut them in half and I tape them over so I don't want the inside, the little fluffy side, to go ahead and go into the air filter. And then I'll leave them underneath the oil pan, and I'll be able to tell if there's any oil leaks. And so far, there's been nothing that I've seen so far. So these are really great little tools. And then when I'm done, I swap them out, put another one in, and all is good. So little pro tip for changing the oil on a boat.
Some of you might remember that when we were getting ready to do our passage across the Atlantic, these lockers were full of food, and in a couple of vlogs we showed us stacking everything in. Now at this point, we're in the process of removing everything because we're not going to leave an ounce of food on here because we're going to be off the boat for several months and we don't want bugs. So this is what we have left. I've just been taking everything out. I've also been going underneath all the cupboards and taking out all of our plastic containers. We've been trying to eat this stuff down so we don't have too much left. Some got bugs in it, some we're still eating on in the apartment that we're in. And I'm cleaning everything out really, really well because we don't want to come back to a whole family of creatures. So it's time consuming, to be honest. It's tedious, it's annoying, it's not fun. But if you do the prep now, you will not come back to an entire village of roaches and stuff living here. There's some other things I'm going to do besides cleaning and putting stuff out to deter the bugs. And also, so I'm talking about the apartment. I guess we're a bit all over the place. There's a lot going on right now. What we did was we rented an apartment for we have about 7 to 10 days to tackle the boat and get everything done and then get on a flight to where we're going to be going for the next couple of months. And so we decided it'd be best to get an apartment and get all of our personal items out of here so that we're able to clean adequately. And it's also a great way for us to go through every locker and purge and be like, you know what, we never really used this. We've had it on the boat for almost 3 years. Let's get rid of it. So when we come back, again, the goal was when we come back to the boat to have it not be a mess and disaster and chaos of everything that we have to fix and clean.
So I am taking off these shackles that have been here for years, I think. I don't think we've taken them off ever. And I can tell this one's broken. This one's been twisted a little bit too much. We're definitely gonna need to fix this. It's not coming off easy enough. It is quite rusty.
Yeah. I think we can salvage that one, Largo.
I doubt it.
Largo, the whole idea of being on a boat is learning how to live with less.
So when is that the idea of being on a boat? The idea of being on a boat is spending $1,000 a day just to upkeep.
Stop
That's what it is.
That's not true. It's $1,000 a month, Largo.
We're gonna reattach it. Shouldn't normally do that.
It's a storage bin that sits at the water line, so the coolness of the water keeps everything at a nice sort of temperature that doesn't get rotty.
You guys didn't see this when it was full, but it was full of Ziploc bags. I know that's bad. Of rice, grains, flours, and stuff like that. Look, I labeled everything that was in here: couscous, chia seeds, tofu, soy milk, all that kind of stuff. This is the only place on the boat since we've crossed over the Pacific side that I did not find any bugs in anything. So I am totally in love with this thing. Now, when Avalon was living on the boat, it was such a pain in the ass because this goes down, right? And she has all of her stuff. And so this was full of stuff. So anytime I needed to get in here, it was a project to get in here. But now that she's gone, you know, it's a little bit easier. But I try to put stuff in here that's kind of the overflow. And so if you back up just a bit, Will, I'm showing, you know, I know this is about us preparing the boat to have a little pause, but I'm also showing you my food management system. So everything goes in containers here or these containers, like I said earlier, underneath. And then there's some more of these on the other side of the hole. And then the overflow goes in here. So I don't have to get in there too often, but I know now that it is apparently bug proof and I can put anything in there, which makes me super
It is
happy.
bug proof.
Yeah.
It's super bug proof. No bugs in our cool storage.
Are you zooming in and out on me?
Yes. We're cleaning our jerry cans.
With bleached water.
That's right.
Now what?
We just let it do its work.
Okay.
I think maybe tomorrow we'll let it undo and then we'll see if all the bad goes away. So we're at the point now in which we're being moved from our temporary location to our final location, and in the meantime, Largo is eating all the leftover food. Chocolate sprinkles seems to work really well for lunch, Largo. Having a pressure washer was one of those things that we brought on board the boat because we thought we'd use it all the time. We've used it twice.
It's worth it though.
But the moment that you actually need it, you're like the happiest person on the planet that you have a pressure washer, because most people don't have a pressure washer, and when you do use it, it saves your life. Stop it! Stop it.
Welcome to day 8,835 of preparing the boat to be on the hard. It's actually not. I think we're only like 3 days into it, but it feels like massive. So today I don't know, it doesn't seem like we're making progress, even though I know we are, but you know how sometimes when you're doing something, you don't see the progress until the last minute and it all kind of comes together? Well, that is exactly what's going on today. So I have Largo over here. Largo is pumping up a bicycle tire. Largo's taking all of our foul weather clothing and our scuba gear and putting it into the bags that suck out the air to maximize the space, as well as so that we don't get mold and stuff. And then over here, this is just starting in the morning. Avalon, what are you doing, Avalon?
I am like categorizing things.
And then what are you doing? You're selling them, right?
Yeah.
Avalon's selling a bunch of stuff on
How much
WhatsApp
are the
for us.
seasickness glasses?
You want to keep those? You can have those. No? Okay. How'd you sleep last night, Largo?
No.
Yeah. You didn't sleep well? Did you hear Sentry wandering around
Okay.
all night long?
Twice. She was right next to my face.
I know.
It was not funny.
You guys, Sentry does not move through the night when she sleeps with us. Never. I heard her little bell ding 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 all night, and I don't think I've ever heard her bell so loud.
But this is your last day with us, Avalon.
I'm so happy. Dude, I'm like, you can get through this. It's the last day.
What, you don't want to pretend for YouTube that you love doing boat maintenance
That
and
I
it's your
love.
dream?
Greasing up and like, oh no, degreasing, then greasing up.
Yes.
A winch. I probably only one of them because I can only figure this one out.
It's Avalon's only dream is to do maintenance on a boat.
That's what I'm going to school for.
Yeah. Boat maintenance, Avalon. Listen, here's a perfect example of finding your dream, right? If it's not her dream, it might be someone else's, but it's not hers. But she is here helping us, which we're grateful for.
We love you, Avalon.
It's Will's dream to do boat maintenance.
Yes. I am in the process of downsizing paper. I'm actually scanning all of the receipts. We have the record of everything that's been done on the boat for the past 8 years, and it's all in binders. So I'm scanning everything. I have all the old surveys, the owner's manual, everything, and getting rid of all this paper, which gives me great joy. It's not too, I use Genius Scan. This is not a sponsored post, but they're fabulous. I've been using them for, I don't know, forever. And yeah, I'm uncovering some interesting things here. Did you know this boat used to have a jacuzzi?
Now it holds us a life raft.
Right? How many owners it had? It's had 5 owners. So I think a very like young and fun person, the first one, because it was called Fun Time. And then I don't know about the next owners. I don't know how long they owned it, like 5 years maybe. I think an older couple and had their grandchildren on a lot. And then there were June and Gary, who were on here for 5 years. Young retirees, and then Katie and Lester, again, young retirees on here for 2 years. And then us, and we've owned the boat for just shy of 3 years, guys.
And we put more money into this boat than everyone else combined.
Yeah, we definitely have. We definitely have, but it crossed an ocean and it's going to cross another one. So you got to do what you got to do, right?
Today's adventure takes us to Home Depot, where as part of our getting the boat ready to sleep for a little while, we have to keep it cool, meaning like low temperature, which means no moisture. And one of the things that we use to combat that is a dehumidifying unit. In this case, we're going to have an air conditioner who's going to help us take care of that. And we're at Home Depot. Haven't been in Home Depot in like 6 years. And well, it's time to pick out an AC.
If you remember, Will got an AC for like $50. It was a stand-up one when we were in Cartagena from someone that was leaving, and it worked okay, so-so. It was an older one. We just decided to go with this instead because it's going to be much easier. It needs to vent and it needs to drain, so we can put it on one of our shelves and then have it drain into the sink and vent out a hatch instead of doing like a whole new wooden door for our front door. So I think this is the one we're going to go with. All right, Muscles, bring it in. Whoa.
We're now at the part of the winterizing, decommissioning of Friendship for a little while, that we have to put this engine to bed, which means that we have to flush through all that seawater that's sitting inside of it in the cooling system and put through fresh water. And what we've done is then we've gone ahead and we've taken out the actual cooling water that comes from the sail drive down by the propeller, and we're going to put it into a bucket of fresh water here, and we're going to let fresh water flow through the engine for about 5-7 minutes, and at the end we're going to give it a vinegar dump. So since we have water from the hose that's coming from the shore, essentially, but it's not very powerful in terms of how much pressure it's giving. We have to supplement it with the water that we have in here, because this thing is a thirsty thing and it likes to suck up a lot of water. So I'm going to be constantly filling up this bucket with water, and so that there's always a constant flow of water going through, this time fresh as opposed to seawater. All right, Largo, you ready?
Yeah.
Cameraman, start the engine.
Vroom, vroom. Let the races begin. Remember how to do this?
Yes. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it doing it? Uh-oh.
What happened?
Did you turn it off, Largo? Uh-oh. It's not supposed to do that, right? No, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and try again. Now this thing is taking on water from this bucket, and I got to supplement the water. So one of the final projects that we have going on here is that we've had a clogged, not just a clogged toilet, but a clogged toilet line that goes all the way to the seacock. And what we've been doing is we've been avoiding this project as much as possible, meaning that we can either go ahead and put all the waste into our holding tank over here, or we can just use the other toilet, which has been working just fine. So for the last month, we've been using our other toilet for the most part, and then we've also been using the holding tank because, well, sometimes we just don't want to use the other toilet. This is our electric toilet. We like to use this one as much as possible. But it's finally time to clean this, because if we're going to be off the boat for a while, well, the last thing you want is something like this solidifying and getting all nasty. So it's time.
Should I come closer, or do we not want to show
I don't think
this?
you want to show this, but
Okay.
you want to see. Oh my gosh!
What do you mean? Oh my gosh.
It's like oil gushing. Okay.
Really?
Oh god.
Oh, that smells terrible.
It does smell. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is that what you have to do?
Yeah, you have to just take it out.
Oh god, I gotta get out of here. Well, this is
Oh
disgusting.
my-
Are you okay?
No,
You be okay by yourself?
No, it's coming.
Well,
it's
you're
not
on your
going
own.
In the bucket. Oh my god! Into the bucket. Oh my gosh! Okay.
Is it in the bucket now?
It's in the bucket now,
Can I leave?
and it's definitely. Oh, no.
Oh, your shit stinks.
Listen, I'm glad it just. I mean, look, I'm
Did it
still
get on
clean.
you?
I don't have to shower. I just may have to wash
You're
my
gonna
face.
shower before dinner.
Only have about 8 or 9 days here to do a lot of work. We rented an apartment, which is about I think $30 a night. So we have a place to shower, a place to put all of our food that was on the boat, to organize the stuff that we're going to be taking on our travels outside of the small space of the boat, which has been a great decision, very affordable, also a great decision because it's less stressful. And at the end of the night, we get our Mexican tacos, we get our Dairy Queen, and then we go home, we shower, and basically we talk for 5 minutes and we crash. We're so tired.
So basically, we had to move all of our stuff into another place and make a mess out of two places at the same time, and we feel really good about that.
And Sentry greets us. Hola. Hi, Sentry. Hi. Oh, just like the sun. Oh my gosh, the sun.
It is early morning. I know the sun's up. It's actually like 5:45 in the morning. Jessica and Largo are gonna sleep in a little bit because, well, Jessica's just, she pushed herself last night trying to sort of pack up everything inside the apartment, and so I'm gonna let her sort of sleep in because honestly, I like around 9 p.m. I was out. She was up to like 10:30, and this is how we do this. Sort of we work with the energy we got, and then we recover, and then we continue. Boat life is not always for the glamour of being on anchor. It's sometimes for the preparing to be back on the glory of being on anchor. Anyway, walking back to the boatyard, and today is going to be just a massive cleanup day. There's a lot to do before we take off.
This feels like such chaos, and I hope when you're watching it, you're not like, this is so chaotic. But it's the reality of preparing the boat for a rest on the hard for months, and it's something we've never done before. So we have amazing guidance from our mentors and friends, Jamie and Mihan Gifford from Sailing Totem. If you're looking for someone to help you out in this process of sailing and learning how to sail and all that kind of stuff, give them a call. If you're looking to land travel, homeschool, run a remote business, give us a call. But they are the sailing geniuses, guys, and we would not be as far along as we are in everything without them. The list is enormous. Largo and I, and Will was supposed to leave today, but Will's going to stay an extra 2 days because we're not done everything. But Largo and I need to go because we have some things we need to take care of in Los Angeles for 2 days, and we're dropping Century off with my sister for several months, so we cannot postpone it. So I'm going to take you around and just show you a couple of the surface things that I've been doing, just to give you an idea. There's far more that goes into the boat. You've seen some of it on this video. You'll see some more to come in this video. Will, I'm sure, will talk about it. It is really, it's not hard, and none of it's brain surgery, but it is monotonous, tedious, and time consuming. And we were pretty confident we weren't giving ourselves enough time to get it all done, but we didn't have a choice. So we make the best with what we have. And as a result, other people that are preparing their boats here are, you know, I'm holding the camera now because it's shaking a bit, are, you know, working 8-10 hour days and going to dinner, and we're on the boat like 10, 15, 18 hours a day getting it done. So it's not ideal, but it is a circumstance of our life, and I'm not complaining. So let's take a quick little tour. So this is Avalon's cabin, and like I said before, there's all kinds of under the sheets maintenance. This is just some stuff that I did that's above the ground that you guys can see. So propping the mattresses up so we don't get moisture behind them, underneath them, they get stinky. Opening up over here, I opened up the lockers because we have a lot of stuff stored underneath there. Opened up this here, washed every single plastic container we have, and removed the food. I removed everything from this boat, including, guys, every single spice on my Notorious Spice rack. I will refill this, I promise, but there's a lot of buggies that are starting to come in, and really this is what we have to do to kind of get things rolling. We put all the outside shades on the windows, and then we pulled the curtains down, and then the boat is also going to be wrapped. And again, this is not a comprehensive list, okay? Not at all. Refrigerator's cleaned. We still have it on because Will has some water in there he's going to need over the next couple days. Same with Largo. Brought all of our cushions from outside in here, and then Largo propped his bed up to get moisture. And then we come up here to, and oh, also every single one of these had stuff in them. I removed all of that, cleaned out all the cupboards, all the sauces we had down here. Everything has been cleaned, and I've put out some roach stuff because we don't want to get bugs. We come over here. Right here, we've got our air conditioning, which will vent out over there, which will hopefully keep the place mold-free while we're gone. This room is still a work in progress, and Will is still going to be dealing with this while we're gone, and as well as all the stuff that I said I'm showing you that are kind of under the covers that you're not seeing. I'm just kind of showing you stuff that's more visual. But so again, this is our cabin, opening things up, propping things up so they get proper ventilation. This is actually our head sail, which we've already taken. We're dropping the sails and all the rigging. Not the rigging. I'm sorry. All the lines outside so that they don't get damaged. And then the bathroom's a work in progress. But you know, we're doing everything, flushing things out. More to come, I promise, guys. But that's just a quick overview of what's going on to keep you guys abreast. So these guys are out here putting the cover on the dinghy to protect it, and then this will be wrapped as well when we get the boat wrapped, so it'll protect it.
There's been a lot of jobs on the boat to do, but the last one on the boat to do is to shut down Starlink, because that is the last thing that we ever do on our boat is disconnect the Wi-Fi. And with that, we're now done. I cannot imagine what it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be easier because the boat is not exactly easy to start with, and I know it's gonna be interesting. But I know that it's gonna be. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss always worrying about the boat. I'm gonna miss always feeling like the boat is one of our things that we have to think about. And actually, I already feel like that's already happening because I'm not calling her friendship anymore. She is friendship. I miss friendship. I'm sitting right here on this boat, missing friendship at this moment. And when I look at this in the edit, I'm gonna miss friendship all the more. But this is our progression. We do something, and then we do something else, and then we hopefully come back to this. Friendship, I'm sitting on you right now. We're coming back to you. I promise you this. We still have too much more adventuring to do before we actually end this chapter of you and us.